Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Olympic bronze medalist, undefeated WBC American heavyweight champion, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, is an anomaly. He is different. He is an extraterrestrial, right? Deontay Wilder possesses something that we've never seen in the sport of boxing. And the rival promoters, and the rival heavyweights, and the rival champions, and contenders, all are aware of this. Now, whether they admit it or not, verbally, is another thing. But they do so through their actions. For MATCHROOM CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn to state that Deontay Wilder has contradicted himself by saying one face, one name, one champion, when we know Deontay Wilder has been putting his best foot forward to make the fight with his fighter, unified British heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua. Dillion Whyte, another Matchroom promoted fighter, who is in the WBC rankings. He was the #1 mandatory challenger in the WBC for the belt that Deontay Wilder possesses. With that said, Deontay Wilder gave Dillion Whyte the blueprint to have a showdown with him. Dillion Whyte chose to go in a different direction. And hey, who could blame Dillion Whyte? He is a man at the end of the day. But Dillion Whyte cannot blame Deontay Wilder for not facing Deontay Wilder, right? Dillion Whyte understands what Deontay Wilder possessed. Dillion Whyte understands the anomaly, the specialty that Deontay Wilder is. Trust and believe that the agenda that's being pushed against Deontay Wilder, every boxer, every promoter is well aware that he's different. They're well aware that he's different. So they use the fact that, and this myth that he's just not a skilled boxer. Well, he gets the jobs done. He gets the job done, right? He's not a skilled boxer that never took a loss, but he's faced other skilled boxers. He faced the likes of Tyson Fury, who completely outclassed Vladimir Klitschko, who was on a 10-year reign as the world champion, dominating, defending his belt more than the likes of the great legend Muhammad Ali. This is who Tyson Fury completely outclassed. In the same manner we just witnessed Anthony Joshua outclass then current Mexican heavyweight unified world champion Andrew Ruiz Jr. Anthony Joshua outclassed him, right? I gave Andrew Ruiz 1 round, 2 to be generous. Same situation for Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko is a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He couldn't land a glove of a single piece of leather that was meaningful on Tyson Fury, right? He outclassed him. But when Tyson Fury stepped in the ring with the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, it was a whole different story. Tyson Fury hit the deck twice. Yes, there's a lot of showmanship and sportsmanship from Tyson Fury. You know, a lot of dancing and flair and herky-jerky movements. Tyson Fury does that with everybody. But nonetheless, he hit the deck, right? Tyson Fury is well aware of what Deontay Wilder possessed, of the specialty, the anomaly, right? As Tyson Fury's own wife and brother are not happy about Tyson Fury taking a fight with Deontay Wilder. They're resistant to the fact that Tyson Fury is going to fight him again. They're resistant to the idea of fighting Deontay Wilder again, right? Dominic Breazeale, who had a long history with Deontay Wilder, right? There's a storyline behind Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale, right? Nonetheless, Dominic Breazeale got in the ring with Anthony Joshua and he lost. He was ultimately stopped by Anthony Joshua. He was knocked out, right? But in the 7th round, Dominic Brazil shared the ring with both Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, correct? Dominic Brazil says Anthony Joshua hits like, how could I put it? He says he hits like a child. Compared to Deontay Wilder, he hits like a sledgehammer when he compared the two punching powers. He said there's no comparison. And this is a man that has no quorum. He has no reason for giving Deontay Wilder credit, as we see in the buildup and the storyline behind Dominic Brazil and Deontay Wilder. If anybody's going to discredit Deontay Wilder, it would have been the likes of Dominic Brazil, right? Who had nothing but love for Anthony Joshua. He claimed before the Wilder fight that Joshua was the best heavyweight in the world. He claimed that Deontay Wilder was avoiding Anthony Joshua. This is what Dominic Brazil said. But once he got in the ring with Deontay Wilder and he felt the difference in the power, he said it was like getting hit by one of his kids when he dealt with Anthony Joshua, and it was like getting hit by a Mack truck when it dealt with Deontay Wilder. That was the comparison, right? We haven't heard from Bermane Stiverne since he became a meme. But leading up to that fight, Bermane Stiverne told anybody that would listen that Deontay Wilder was lucky and had no skills. But yet, Deontay Wilder has yet to lose. Right? All we heard before Luis King Kong Ortiz, Cuban heavyweight southpaw with a decorated amateur background, was the boogeyman in the heavyweight division. Nobody wanted to fight him. Not one single person wanted to fight him. But guess what? The Bronze Bomber stepped up to the plate. And not only did he step up to the plate, but he gave us the fight of the year. And ultimately had a 7th round where looked like he was going to be out on his feet. Looked like it could be over for him. And then he weathered the storm. He never folded. He weathered the storm. Came back in the 10th round and stopped Luis King Kong Ortiz, who was perceived as the boogeyman. Not even Anthony Joshua wanted to fight him. Not Dillian Whyte, and Tyson Fury said he was too high of a risk with too low a reward, and anybody would be silly to step in the ring with Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder didn't do it once, but he did it again. Just this past November 23rd, he stepped back in the ring with Luis King Kong Ortiz and stopped him in dramatic fashion in the 7th round in a fight that the judges had him down 5-1 on the scorecards before the knockout. But you see, he's never lost. You hear how wild and unskilled he is, but nobody can solve the puzzle. Nobody has the answers to the test. Nobody survives his power because he's an anomaly. He is not normal. He is out of the norm. And thus the reason why he gets so much disdain his way, because most people cannot identify with Deontay Wilder because he's not normal. It's out of the norm. When you cannot identify with something, people don't like what they can't identify with. People don't like what they can't understand. Or should I say, people fear what they don't like or can't identify with, should I say. Or they fear what they don't understand. And Deontay Wilder is willing and chomping at the bit to step back in the ring with undefeated British lineal heavyweight, the Gypsy King, in February 22nd to be exact. As people felt and said that Deontay Wilder would be resistant to stepping back in the ring with Tyson Fury because of the style. And a lot of people felt like Tyson Fury won the fight. But the person that was resistant to the fight was Tyson Fury's family, Tyson Fury's brother, and Tyson Fury himself, who ultimately walked away from their immediate rematch that was set to take place May 18th of 2019. Now, Tyson Fury did what's best for him and his family and his future as he signed with MATCHROOM, Top Rank, Bob Arum, and ESPN. Right? But then he went on to have 2 tune-up fights to get re-prepared for Deontay Wilder instead of going to immediate rematch. as Deontay Wilder was giving him a 50-50 split and ready for him to sign. Wilder had already signed. So you see, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn offered the likes of Charles Martin $9 million. And Charles Martin won the title via a technicality. The opponent that he faced got injured in the fight that Charles Martin was losing. Charles Martin then gained the IBF title. He went on, and Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn offered him $9 million to fight him. This is a guy who won the belts via technicality, right? But when it came to Deontay Wilder, they felt he was only worth $3 million more than Charles Martin, who was the longest reigning champion currently in the sport of boxing right now, who has defended his title successfully 10 times. They felt he was only worth $3 million more than Charles Martin. They gave Charles Martin $9 million. They offered Deontay Wilder a 12-5 flat fee, and they gave Charles Martin a percentage. Joseph Parker was set to face Deontay Wilder. He even came to 2 of his fights. Joseph Parker ultimately elected that wasn't a good idea to hop in the ring with Deontay Wilder. At the time, Joseph Parker was the WBO champion. He even met Deontay Wilder in his locker room to discuss such things. Ultimately, after sitting ringside and witnessing Deontay Wilder firsthand, Joseph Parker figured that wasn't a good career move. That would have been a bad decision move. So he opted to go the route of facing Anthony Joshua in a unification bout and got a percentage. But the same Matchroom CEO and promoter, Eddie Hearn, and Anthony Joshua were unwilling to give Deontay Wilder a percentage because they like their percentage, their chances against Joseph Parker more than they do Deontay Wilder. So it's a tactic to say that we offered him something, he chose not to take it. You understand? If I'm selling a car, a Lamborghini, and somebody walks up, I'm selling this Lamborghini for, let's say, $100,000. And somebody walks up and says, I'll give you $20. And I say, I'm not taking it. They could walk off and say, well, I offered him something. He didn't want to come up off of it. That doesn't mean they made me a lucrative offer. That doesn't mean they made a serious offer. And this is what happened with Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. Because they know their percentage, their chances is not that great of succeeding when it comes to Deontay Wilder. But you're going to hear a lot of smoke and mirrors. You're going to hear a lot of Deontay Wilder's contradicting himself. He's never contradicted himself. He told Dillian Whyte, if you fight Luis Ortiz, I'll fight you immediately. Dillian Whyte opted to go in a different direction. He still fought Luis Ortiz. So if Dillian Whyte had fought Luis Ortiz and was successful, that would have guaranteed him a shot at Deontay Wilder. But he opted to go in a different direction. Deontay Wilder also told Dillian Whyte when he was in the States shopping his services, looking for a promoter as he was a free agent, Deontay Wilder said, if you sign with the PBC and Eddie Hearn for a 1 or 2 fight deal, I promise you, I'll give you the opportunity. Dillian Whyte ultimately opted to re-sign with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. As Deontay Wilder said, I don't want to be bamboozled by Eddie Hearn, and I don't want to deal with Eddie Hearn's tactics. So if you sign with PBC and Al Heyman, I will give you the opportunity. Dillian Whyte went in a different direction. But what you hear is Dillian Whyte ultimately telling the world that the WBC, whom Deontay Wilder represents, is ultimately giving him the shaft when that is the furthest thing from the truth. He had plenty of ample opportunities to get, he knew the way, he had the map quest to get to Deontay Wilder, and he chose a different route. That route seen him veer off and not be on the correct path. Point blank and period. It's no coincidence that these guys are not eager to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. And I'll tell you why. Because he's ultimately an anomaly. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.